Education in Islam. There is a long history of knowledge and education in the Islamic world which is highly encouraged. In fact, the first word that was ever revealed in the Quran is the word Iqra in Arabic, which means read, which again encourages knowledge and learning. There are also many teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, such as the seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim. This is regardless of whether the person is rich or poor, young or old, whether they're men or women, for every Muslim. In fact, the world's first ever degree awarding university was founded by Fatima of Fihri, a Tunisian woman in the 9th century who founded the Qirawan University in Morocco, which is the first degree awarding university. In many ways, you'll find that the idea of a university grew out of the idea of a mosque and for study circles that take place there. So notice the Arabic word for university is jami'ah, and the root word is jama', which means to add or to gather, and the other word is jum'ah, which means Friday, and that's the day when Muslims go and gather for prayer, where they also have the sermon or khutbah during the Friday prayer. That's why you find that many universities are connected to mosques, such as the Ahmed ibn Tulun University and Mosque in the city of Cairo in Egypt. However, study circles and lessons took place elsewhere as well, such as in the courtyard of the Damascus Mosque, also known in Arabic as al-Jami' al-Umayyi. Men and women all learned from each other. So for example, in the 12th century, Zainab bint al-Kamal was one of the teachers of Imam Hajar al-Asqalani, who was one of the greatest Islamic scholars of the classical period. Muslims were very influential in the field of education, such as in the 10th century, the Dr. Ibn Sina wrote the book, the Qanoon of Ibn Sina, and this book was taught in European universities such as the University of Vienna until as recent as the 16th century. Muslims also had influence on schooling. So for example, in Afghanistan, in the city of Herat, Goharshad begum founded this all-girls school. These ideas influenced other schools in other parts of the world, such as faith schools. Nowadays, when many people think of Islamic schools, they think of a madrasa, but linguistically, madrasa simply means school, and the root word is dars, which means lesson. So basically, a school is a place where people learn lessons, and it's not exclusively to do with Islam. An example of this was in the 9th century in Baghdad. There was the House of Wisdom, where people from all parts of the world, including Muslims, Christians, and Jews, all worked closely together and developed knowledge. They developed research in a similar way to how they might have research centers around the world nowadays. And they also studied the works of other people, such as the ancient Greeks, who were pagan. They developed that work as well. In some ways, efforts are being made to try and revive this tradition of knowledge, such as by developing the education city in Qatar. There's also another example, which is Kaust, King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia, which is one of the fastest growing places for research and citations in the world. There are others who try to develop education, such as Dr. Maen qatamin from Jordan, who founded the company Knowledge Horizon, which is a multinational organization that promotes education and has many branches, such as in the United Arab Emirates, in Oman, in India, and other countries. Likewise, Muslims also have an influence on schooling. So for example, the singer formerly known as Cat Stevens, later converted to Islam and became Yusuf Islam, founded the first Islamic school in the UK, known as the Islamia school in London. So there is a photo of him here from the school during the 1980s with Prince Charles. Some Muslims are very successful as teachers, such as British-Pakistani stand-up comedian Guzzy, who is also known as Ghulam Khan. He was a teacher by profession and received the award Best Teachers Award by the BBC for 2 years consecutively. Another example was Palestinian teacher Hanan elhroub, who won the prestigious Global Teacher Prize and won $1 million with it in the year 2016. Her name was announced by the Pope, who announced her name, and she received the award in the UAE. Despite growing up in a refugee camp, she promotes the idea of say no to violence, and she developed her own teaching methods. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. Please like and share this video.